Hey there. The holidays are here, so it's good to know Kroger can save you some time with free pickup on all your fresh favorites. Whether your traditions call for a hearty helping of juicy ham, ample apple pie, or Aunt Sue's legendary twice-stuffed stuffing, Kroger has got you covered. So order for free pickup at Kroger.com or the app and get more time to get your holiday on when you grab your groceries curbside. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Yo, Daniel.
Hey.
Hey.
You look good.
We got people joining us. We stereoing. This is Dumb People Town live on stereo. Chance for us to kick out some jams, talk to each other, and also hear from our fans. Like, what we love is it's almost like an old school college. You are live, right, Dan?
Hell yeah, dude! Live on the stereo app. It's like a more chill 670 The Score Doug Buffone show. Only if they're like me, they are mad about the Chicago Bears. Doesn't matter if they win.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be happy about the Bears right now, but I actually have a story. If we want to just kind of go through it right now, it might be fun to do.
Sure.
Hit us with a story.
We'll say hello. We might get a couple promos for people we don't know, but as long as they're positive, have at it.
Yeah, exactly. As long as they're descendants from God, I'm with it. All right, or Eminem, either one. You ready for the headline on this story right here?
Yes.
For all the people listening in, loose pig captured in New York City park. Second pig still on the loose. Two loose pigs. They travel in pairs, don't they, Dan?
Wait, hold on. This happened where?
This happened in New York City. We're talking Queens, yo. There are pigs loose in Queens.
Like people have them as pets, though, right? Or is this is this like Babe 4? How many babes are they up to?
There are so many babes. Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, like, Pig in the City, not a great call. Although, wasn't that one of the babe? I think it was
sure
Pig in the City.
One of the babes. That was number 2.
Pig in the City. Just so they could get that shot of people walking down, just feet walking down the street and then hooves. And he walks by like a deli and looks at like pork in the window and he's like, "Ow, I feel good. Guess who's walking down Broadway Street?"
Pork in the Window is also my favorite song by Cream.
That's right. Pork in the window.
No, you got the rhythm wrong. It's pork. No, wait. You're right. No, wait. Now I lost it.
In the window, pork is hanging in New York City. Right?
Yeah.
Animal rescue in New York said apparently an abandoned piglet. That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. Boo on you. Was rescued near a city park. But the second one.
Abandoned piglet opening at Bonnaroo next year.
Are they really?
Yes.
They're opening for the Dust Bunnies. Rescue group Long Island Orchestrating for Nature said police were called to the Basin Park area in Queens to report of a pig running loose. They arrived to find the caller had managed to keep the piglet nearby by feeding it what, Dan? What was
what does a New Yorker have to feed a pig?
And by the way, before Dan answers, we see that there are 3 voice memos waiting for us. We will get to them, but let's answer this question.
I don't know.
First.
What do you think? What's the most commonly thing ordered from the halal guys?
Dude, Club Clash. I was hoping on every level that he's feeding this pig bacon.
No.
Yes. It's like in the Charlie Brown Peanuts Thanksgiving when Woodstock eats part of the turkey at the end. I'm like, so he's a cannibal? Bird on bird.
Bird on bird.
Bird on bird. So what do you think, Dan? Give me a guess.
I mean, I guess I'll just go basic New York and say pizza.
Pizza. Okay, fine. That's not a pizza. This is a pizza. But, dude, if it does have pepperoni on it, that is a little cannibalism, Jay.
Yeah, that's horrible, too.
Kettle corn. All right, get your answers in, all you people.
Guess, Jason.
Thank you. Because it's sweet. And Jay, you are the closest because he was feeding it potato chips. By the way, how cute is that? Hey, honey, what are you doing? I'm just in the park feeding a piglet potato chips. Well, then get home. You need to clean out the kitchen. Let's jump in and hear some of these. Let's hear some voice memos, shall we?
Hi, guys. I'm the biggest fan of you guys. Can you please answer?
Hi. I hope so cute. So I don't know if that's a little kid or someone who's made their voice sound high, but I think it was Anna. I think it's a little kid, and if you are a big fan of ours, then we're a big fan of yours. I'm assuming you know us from Mighty Med, and you know Dan from his background work on Grey's Anatomy.
For sure.
But thanks for lending your sweet voice to our stereo conversation. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Does that mean there's ham on the lamb? Love you guys.
Oh, folks, Chris, nice one. Ham on the lamb is that would have been the New York Post dumb,
100%.
Right? Ham on the lamb. And it would be great. It's funny here, but not in the Post. You made it funny, but if the Post, what if John Hamm was the guy feeding the piglet? Ham gives ham to ham on the lamb.
No, you just go hamming it up.
Good one, Dan. Ham on rye. Next. Here we go.
Okay, guys. I've got a story for you here, and it's one I think that Ran and Jay will have some interest in. It's from the Daily Mirror in England, so you know it's true.
Okay.
Headline, Mum of twins slammed after tattooing one so she can tell them apart.
Wow.
What do you think about that, guys? And Dan, you're welcome to chime in too. I'll sit back and listen.
Thank you. He'll be doing push-ups. Stephen Elton Yates, I love you, buddy. He never sits back. So that is, I mean, can't you do a recurring henna tattoo? A regular tattoo feels like no kid signed on for that. I mean, did it have to be a butterfly on the kid's back? Dan, that's really the worst part. That felt weird.
What's wrong with a little ribbon?
Here's what I think. What's wrong with a little barbed wire around the baby's bicep? I think that she should have given one of them a tattoo of Hervé Vallachez. So a tattoo of tattoo. And on tattoo, in the tattoo, was a tattoo of tattoo. So it just keeps getting smaller. You just never stop.
I think you just wrote a Christopher Nolan movie.
I think you just created an MC Escher painting. Thank you, Stephen Elton Yates. That's great. We do not condone that. Get to know your kids. Yeah.
Hey guys, I was wondering what your favorite athlete was that didn't play for one of your favorite teams. And not even necessarily because of talent, but maybe like a weird jump shot or an interesting batting stance or the way he threw punches in a hockey fight. Thanks.
I feel like holding a child. I assumed he was also cleaning something in his house. And he was probably wearing an awesome fedora. Jesse Falk. Okay. Multitasking, bro. So one of my favorite, we were huge Rod Carew fans just because he joined our uncle's synagogue. So he was an incredible player. But I love Dominique Wilkins just because he was so good and never won. Who'd you love, Dan, who wasn't on one of your teams?
I don't know. I mean, there wasn't really.
I loved Walter Payton, and he wasn't one of our guys.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's my number one guy there.
Earl Campbell. We loved Earl Campbell, but I'll say right now, Jay and I.
You know who I really like? Hold on, I got a good answer for you. You know who I actually really like? Yachty.
Who? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great. Yeah, I mean, because he always looks like he's kind of smiling. And, he's a twin, and the only way his parents could tell him and his brother apart was from the giant neck tattoo his mom put on him. Yeah. I think I'm a huge fan of Aaron Rodgers, and I know that's going to hurt you as a Bears fan, Dan, but I think he's... No,
I forgot that. I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers.
He's funny. He's cool. He gets it, and he's just an unbelievable player. He's one of the greatest of all time. I'd love to see him win it all this year.
Another good one, Donald Driver, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. I really liked him a lot.
Yeah, and we love
Mike Vrabel. I was a big fan of. Kobe, huge.
How come Donald Driver?
I love LeBron.
How come Donald Driver should be the face of Lyft? Am I wrong? Yes.
Yeah, he can be the face of anything. He's a gorgeous man.
That's right. All right. Speaking of gorgeous men, I love Bartolo Colon. All right.
I'm going to say a bagel, and then it would be a blanket inside a pig.
A bagel, a blanket inside of a pig. Oh, that's so good. That's really that is good. A great. Who did
Tam.
that? Tam.
Thanks, Tam.
Tam, good to hear you and see you, girl.
Oh, good comment. We're going to keep rolling on.
That's a great joke.
I got a headline for you. Eustace woman took cocaine to get up for family gathering.
I mean, listen,
Kev Dub, thanks.
If you want to hear yourself talk a lot at Thanksgiving, that's the thing to do, right, Dan?
Well, you might have to even it out because a lot of families can be downers. So she might have just been trying to level out.
Balance it.
So there's that, and then there's also, you know how when you go to a family function, you don't have a ton going on, but they ask you what's happening in your life, and there's like a 4-minute window where you just oversell everything you're doing to make it seem like it was a good idea.
That is straight up what cocaine makes you do.
Cocaine makes you do that all the time.
I would say, why is Aunt Jeannie going to the bathroom so much?
She's in there for like 11 minutes at a time.
All right, let's use next.
Good headline.
Hey guys, big fan of the show. Thanks for doing this. One of my favorite TV shows is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and one of my favorite episodes is where the gang dances their asses off, and Randy and Jason are the DJs. So I was wondering if there was any funny stories from the recording of that episode or hanging out with the gang. Again, thanks for doing it. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. AmpSat 11. Thanks, buddy. Great question. Yeah. Okay. So that's such a fun show. We saw that show and we were like, I think we might be about to drop a clip from that show on our social media tomorrow.
So follow us on Instagram.
In 2 days.
And I just remember we were supposed to go in. That was a role for just one person to be the DJ at a dance party. And then Randy and I were going to go in and read against each other. And we were helping each other learn the lines. And as we were doing it, we were improvising it as like a stupid morning zoo. And we came up with dumb names for these guys. And we walked into the casting office and we said, hey, I know we're supposed to be going opposite each other, but can we just try something that we've been doing together that we think they might like? And she was like, of course, which tells you exactly who these guys are, that they're open to that kind of stuff. And we did it. And she was like, that was really wonderful. And I think they're going to love it. And they liked it. Then we got on set and they encouraged improvising a little bit on set within what the lines were. And so we started improvising with them. We were like, how funny would it be if one of the two DJs in the DJ Morning Zoo was going through a messy divorce and was loved to talk about it, but never dropped the DJ voice.
Like, I can't tell you the last time I didn't shower with motel soap. Q crew.
So we just kept slipping those in along with their dance contest like announcements, like sometimes we just go into her closet and smell her clothes. Q crew. Just dumb stuff like that, Dan. It's such a it's funny because that feels like a very UCB or improv-y run.
Just
like
a great premise, yeah.
It's a tiny little premise that we added to these characters, went on the set, and these guys encouraged it.
They loved it and they encouraged it. And then we became, friendly with those guys. And we actually wrote something that we had.
We had them all do something in layers.
Yeah, all do something in a thing that we did. And then we had Caitlin Olsen do, she was like the lead in this other thing we wrote with John Doerr, which was so much fun, called Hold Up.
Anyway, great question. Great memories. Check our Instagram. We're going to post a clip from that episode.
Hey guys, this is John from Portland. Long time, first time. And
Nice, John.
I kind of feel like I have an apology to give to Dan. It's been years, It's been weighing on me, and I want to get it off my chest. It was the last time y'all played Helium here in town, and afterwards the show was great, and everybody's filing out. You guys are at the top of the stairs, and Dan is talking to a blonde, and I may have had a few drinks and just kind of butted my way in there only to ask him a stupid question like, why did you change the beginning of how Mark Wahlberg talked at the voicemails he would give? Only to ask, why'd you change it from the other day to something else? So it's totally stupid. You're talking to a hot blonde, Dan. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't cock block you that night. Again, great show, and this was back in the times of Henderson!
Henderson! Thanks, buddy. Is the apology too late, Dan, or do you accept it?
I've been holding on to this for a long time.
I know!
And I do not accept that apology.
No, come on, Dan.
Oh,
you did ruin your chances.
I don't even think, first of all, I doubt I was even vying for chances. That person might have been my cousin.
Yeah.
I just, don't worry about it, brother. Ask, it's after the show. We're hanging around. Feel free to ask anything.
We do miss that. Yeah.
Oh my God. You kidding me? A good lobby hang?
A good lobby hang, a good post-show lobby hang. You know, Dan, I'm thinking about the show, the Live Dumb People Town we did in San Francisco at Sketchfest at the Marines Memorial Theater, and we just were hanging out with people outside afterwards in that lobby, and it was such a good time. It was like the show after the show. God damn it, I love it. Or in the courtyard at Largo post shows, that feeling you did you feel great.
Yeah.
And then you get a chance to hang out with everybody is just unreal. Good feeling. Unreal. All right.
Hi, it's Elise. I've got an old one, but I really love it. World's worst zoo tries to pass off a dog as a lion and rats as snakes.
Rats as snakes. That is the world's worst zoo. Or is it? I mean, watch Tiger King again and you'll see. Dude, rats as snakes. Dan, rats as snakes. I mean, I guess the tail is kind of long.
Yeah, I don't even understand how that works. And a dog is a lion. I mean, you're either going with like a retriever or a chow, right?
A chow. Dan, it's a chow. No, it's a dachshund with a hood, with a furry hood. No, it's a chow. Dan, it's a chow. Definitely a chow.
You would, yes, you would assume if you were doing a mismatch animal zoo, but these idiots are switching out rats for snakes.
Well, what if they said
like, "Oh, it's a pug lion"? You don't know how dumb these people are.
Dan, what if they were like, "He's eating a rat right now. That's why he's in the shape of a rat."
He's in the shape of a rat because he's eating
a rat right
now. He's molting. He's shedding his skin.
Yeah, exactly. Also, like, I hope it's so old that the zoo does not exist, and neither do these people.
I love it. Hey guys, we're on stereo having this great conversation. You can leave voicemails, little ditties. We'll answer them. It's like an old call-in radio show. I love it. And thank you for joining us today. We're so happy you're here and really happy that we get a chance to do this on stereo. Just want to mention, tomorrow, Jay and I are doing Scalar Country, the virus edition at noon. And then Thursday, again this week, we're going to do this again. And then Friday, we're doing another Scalar Country at noon. It's noon West Coast time is when we do these things. For the rest of the week, tune in. Please, we want you there. It's so much fun. We love it. It's a really cool thing for us to do, and it's different from anything that we do. So let's jump into this, another one.
How can we get John Hamm to be the voice of Babe?
Oh my God, he is a babe. That's not Tony Dingo, that's Tommy Dingo, but we're calling him Tony Dingo. John Hamm doing the voice of Babe. I would pay for that. John Hamm doing the voice of Babe, Dan as Don Draper. No remorse.
Yeah, I mean, I would see John Hamm do the voice of James Cromwell if you gave me the option.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
That'll
do, pig. John Hamm in a remake of It's a Wonderful Life. Dan, it's your favorite movie. Who would be? Do you think Jim Carrey would be? You think Jim Carrey would be?
Ooh, that's not a
the
bad
guy.
Call. Like who is our modern day Stewart? I kind of feel like
Tom Hanks.
Cranston might be, or yes, obviously Tom Hanks. Yeah.
It's Tom Hanks. That's who it is.
Yeah,
it's Tom Hanks. I love
it in Tom a little bit for it though.
Yeah, I love that in Tom Hanks' current movie, they're like, people don't like Tom Hanks enough. Let's get him to protect an orphan child in the Old West. We really need to boost his image. By the way, that is something they should be doing for Johnny Depp, not Tom Hanks. Okay? Tom Hanks could be the one who's like, I'm going to take that child now, and you'd still love him. Yeah. Agreed. He's too likable. All right, next.
Ringing in from Ann Arbor, Jason.
Nice.
Dan, let's pour one out for Michigan football.
Oh, God.
And be glad the 2020 season is over. Jason, if you have not seen the news,
Yeah, the Iowa game got canceled this
Thanks,
weekend.
Potsy. Yeah, man, we know. It's almost like when you put a dog to sleep that you know is sick.
You got to just cut the losses right now, and they'll turn it around maybe next year. Dan.
Hopefully, we have a good Dan. We can talk about Michigan the way you talk about the Bears, like a once great organization that has sort of languished in some disappointment with some close calls in
like
the last 20 years.
Great though. But I
were the Bears?
A quick little sports talk. I saw this stat. You ready for this?
Yes.
The Patriots have won, and forgive me for anybody who's not into sports, but just appreciate the magnitude of what I'm about to say in terms of failure. The Patriots have had 17 seasons in a row with 10 wins. The Bears have had 17 10-win seasons in 78 years.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
It's an unprecedented run. It's an unprecedented. But imagine if.
What run is Jason talking about right now?
Yeah, I know. It's more of an unprecedented stumble and fall and then unable to get back up.
That's right. Well, listen, man, it's been a bad year for Michigan, and we hope they can turn around next year with the recruiting class. Maybe we'll get some good news tomorrow, Wednesday, on early signing day, and that'll change people's hope. And look, we don't need to play this last game. This has been a crazy year with COVID anyway.
Yeah, what is the point of game when you have like 30 players? Like, it's not going to be a real game anyway. So if no one's ducking anyone, it's not going to be fun. Thank you, though, right. and I hope
keep it straight in Zingerman country.
Yeah, go grab a Zingerman.
In regards to the story about the tattoo, she had a small dot placed on one of the child's ears because the mother-in-law had made a medication error because she couldn't tell them apart. If we are talking about the same story.
Okay, thanks, Tam. That's better.
That's better, and
I'm sure this woman. Definitely reminded her mother-in-law of all the time she screwed up.
She screwed up on the medications.
Let me just make it clear that it was my mother-in-law.
Yeah. Why are you did you give the right medication? They don't get medication today. I'm just checking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dan, how the derision with which she says the words "my mother-in-law" made me do this.
Right. Also,
there isn't a but.
Probably could have gone with a bracelet.
Yep. A bracelet is good too.
A bracelet.
Are you talking about a bracelet tattoo?
I mean, either one, but more so just like a little friendship bracelet. But that could be a tattoo too.
Or how about bracelets? Handcuffs, bracelets.
You want to handcuff this?
Put her in bracelets.
Hey, Randy Scalar. Man, I loved your work in the Oblongs. Oh, so great you're here. Definitely getting tired of the whole Jeff Ross experience. Glad you're here. Paula Poundstone was here the other day, and I'm like, where are all these comedians coming from? Then I forget COVID happened, and now you guys are here. So glad to have you.
Thanks,
Tyler.
Man.
Thanks, Tyler.
Tyler, and I'm going to take that love. This is Randy talking. Tyler, you are the creator. I appreciate you. Yeah, this is really fun. I mean, this is a new. Again, we're super happy to enter into this experience because we're like, this is a chance for us to literally respond to our fans as they leave whatever they want.
And new people who we haven't really talked to before.
Headlines, all that other stuff. We try and give a little bit something different than what people are getting. I mean, look, we did the story of the lost pig in New York City, which, amazing. I mean.
Yeah, it's a stereo app exclusive.
That's right. You only get it right here.
Well, thanks, Tyler. Appreciate you, bro.
Ringing in from Ann Arbor. Jason, pour one out for the Michigan Wolverines.
I think we heard this
football
one, yeah.
season after
Maybe
the game with Iowa was canceled earlier today.
Oh yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, it was canceled.
4 more of these messages.
2020 needs to end. Please,
agreed.
Go blue.
Yes,
dude, go blue. Thanks
with you, man.
All right, next.
Well,
hey guys, it's your friend Kayla. I want to talk about my Florida man again because I cannot get over it. The headline reads, Florida man who threw toilet through window in East St. Louis found with second crapper. So this guy threw a toilet through a window, fled the scene. Then they found him a block away with another loose toilet. And they never said why. Like, where did he get 2 loose toilets? Also, how do you throw a toilet?
Okay,
and
first
very careful.
Kayla, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. This guy found his passion. Yes, toilet collection and tossing.
It's
not a bad
Should be a
business.
bar game. Yeah, it should be a bar game. Toilet tossing. But here, Dan, and I hope Kayla has the banana close. You know, she always has it in good position.
Her cool
But
pillow banana.
I know, pillow banana. But this is what I will say is that I with more than one loose toilet, that's an embarrassment of riches, right?
I think this guy's probably a property manager and was really pissed at one of the tenants.
Yeah.
So property managers have multiples of everything. They have extra Venetian blinds. They've got some laminate flooring laying around.
Yep. Dan, how much do you want to bet?
They don't know where they go.
Did we say this the other night? How much do you want to bet that as he was throwing it out the window, he was speaking to an ex-girlfriend? Gonna tell me I can't, and then
for sure. Yes, 100%. I'm not gonna take your shit anymore.
I'm literally not gonna take your shit. I'm gonna throw you out the window for real. So loose stool, too much loose stool is a bad thing. Too many loose toilets. Yeah, maybe loose toilets sink for lips. We know that they do indeed. Get it? Loose lips sink ships, loose toilets.
Yes, that was my daughter pushing around her baby stroller, making a bunch of noise, and I was in the kitchen, so of course I grabbed my kitchen fedora, and that's the one I was wearing.
Dude, you got to get the bathroom gun, the kitchen fedora. Dan, remember the hallway gun? Dan, do you remember the hallway gun?
Yes, there's a bathroom gun, a pantry gun, a hallway gun, kitchen gun, garage gun, two garage guns.
We need a garage gun. That was for Aroldis Chapman. But you need a kitchen. I want a kitchen blow dart, a hallway crossbow, and a bathroom gun.
There you go.
All those things. All those things.
I mean, you also just described.
Hey guys, big fan. Love you from all your stuff. Wanted to know, what is the celebrity impression you love doing, but it never comes up naturally in context? Thanks.
That's a great one, Colby. Dan, sorry to cut you off before. What is the celebrity? Since Dan, you do better impressions, I can tell one from us too. But give us what's a hard one to get into, even though you love doing it.
I don't know. I guess probably Ira Glass.
Do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really do a good one. It's like, although every once a year I'll hit it right. It's like, thank you for joining us. See, it's not going to be good. Thank you for joining us today. We are on the Stereo app from WBT Chicago. It's This American Life. I'm Ira Glass. Stay with us. What do you do when you host a podcast? What do you do when you put that podcast on the Stereo app? That's what we're finding out today. Act 1. Are you there yet? When we talk to Randy and Jason Scalar, it's just like weird pauses.
It's so good. I mean, this is what I love about
WBEZ Chicago. It's a Stereo app. The Scalar brothers and Daniel Van Kirk. Stay with us. It's a lot of that.
You get all the pauses. Dan, you get all the pauses. And to me, I wait for, he's such a good improviser, everybody, that I wait for like the title of Act 1 to me is the best joke. Like that's the one that like, I knew you were going to spin something. For us, we love doing, and it's really hard to get at it. We love doing Daryl Hall because we saw live from Daryl's house, which was this show, and you're like, Daryl Hall, silky smooth, almost like Motown-esque voice.
Also with the creepiest line ever to start Sarah Smile. Yeah. Creepiest line ever. Baby hair with a woman's eyes.
Baby hair.
You know, that sort of thin, wispy, balding.
Like alopecia.
Very fine hair.
And you like baby's hair.
Baby hair. Like,
baby hair doesn't feel like real hair. So baby hair with a woman's eyes. Okay, now we're getting
terrifying.
We're getting your.
It's the best.
It's horrifying. We're getting your proclivities. But I saw live from Daryl's house, and he has the thickest Philly accent ever. So to us, we were shocked by how, because again, he sings and it's so smooth. It's almost like he loses all accent. Like you can't hear any of it. But you know, CeeLo was on the show, and he was like, "Hey, CeeLo, why don't you go grab me a Coke Zero out of the fridge? Let's go down to the Wawa and Fifth and Locust and grab ourselves a water ice. Someone go grab CeeLo something."
See, I can't do that dialect at all, and I love when you guys do it. Another one that I love is Keith Morrison from Dateline.
Ooh.
Like, I do that one just for myself. I'm like, but what about that sock? That sock held more answers than anyone would know. And he would have gotten away with it, too, except for one cop. One cop who wouldn't give up. When Have You Seen Kelly returns, and it's always like some cryptic title about what happened.
Yes. Oh, that's so good.
And like, there's always a picture of like the couple married, and he's like, and they look so happy, so happy. But who knew? Who knew what was going on behind those doors? Coming up. And then it's another thing. Oh, I just love that. I could talk like that all day.
So good. It's so fun.
We do that.
You know what it is? It's so sing-songy. It reminds us when we do, like when we're doing Dumb People Town and you do like the sound of the newscaster doing in the sing-songy voice. The headline.
Very that. Yeah.
I mean, like it's like the headline of it'd be like, loose pig captured in New York City Park. Second pig still on the loose.
Exactly.
I will say that I'm now binge watching Parks and Rec with my son, and I had not gotten that deep into the show.
Yeah.
And I was admittedly thinking, okay, it's not going to live up to The Office because I love The Office so much, and they're two very different shows. But there are a couple. We're in season 4 now.
Yeah.
And in season 4, I think the joke quotient really goes so high, and the absurdity. And the guy who plays the report, Perd Hapley.
Oh yeah, you heard with Perd.
You heard with Perd. Now I'm going to ask you a question, and that question is this. That's like what he says on TV, and to me, all those little moments that I just think that they really nail it, and it's absurd. All right, let's get another.
Dude, but like Paris Riddles and Colton Dunn.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. It's all right.
Sorry,
Hey guys, Mike in just outside of Vancouver, Canada. Big fan.
Thanks, man. I knocked
was on the pre-show meet and greet on the live with John Hamm and Tennis, and you guys are great. Yeah, even Dan. So I wanted to tell a quick story about a thing that happened in my life. I was in West Edmonton Mall at about 3 a.m. It's like a massive mall, like Mall of America. We were staying in the hotel that's in the mall. We were partying in the nightclub that's in the mall. There was a gap between them that you had to walk through the mall to get from one to the other. And I was headed back to my hotel room to do some bathroom business. And I got lost in the mall, and I ended up having to do a number 2 in one of those photo booths where you sit in them and then like 4 or 5.
Oh my! What the hell? Oh my God! There's no bathroom in the Mall of America. No, the mall.
But he had.
By the way,
he better have gotten photos, right?
That's right. Of both.
Yeah.
By the way, Vinny Hardy, I saw you had a voice memo, and I started playing it, and I accidentally X'd it out because Dan was still talking. My bad. Will you please leave another message for us, and a shout out to you because we love you, buddy. Wow, dude, that's crazy. You know which picture turned out the best out of that whole roll, Dan? Number 2. Folks!
Oh, there you go. At Sklar Brothers.
At Sklar Brothers. Scrolling through.
Hey guys, I thought I would call in with my Florida man. My birthday's coming up close to Christmas. Mine is Florida man arrested for selling marijuana because it was Christmas. But I feel like they buried the lead on this one because the last sentence of the article says, officers also found a hidden sword in his cane, the affidavit said.
Hidden sword in the cane. Hidden sword, crouching dealer. There is something. I remember the old classic Christmas song. I'm dreaming of a green Christmas. I mean, it is Christmas. It's Christmas time.
But I like that he was like, I'm selling because of Christmas, which the most rational explanation is I needed extra money. It was holiday season, so I decided to sell some weed. That makes sense. But if you're just like, look, I'm a drug dealer and I'm only seasonal. I sell drugs during the holiday season.
Hey,
and
I take
the rest of the year off.
I take down my greens when those tree lots come down. That's right. Turn back into regular parking lots. That's right. Look, these
These canes can't be hollowed out and filled with swords on their own. Yeah. Someone's got to pay for that.
Someone's got to pay for all the cane hollowing that happens.
My God.
That is a great Florida man and great final sentence there. Thank you for
Love it. Next.
Not to put the baby on the buffalo or anything, but I think that this is my new favorite part of the week when you guys do this. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Thanks, Brian Hoffman. We're going to do it again on Thursday at noon, too. And Randy and I are doing live Scarborough Country of the Virus editions on Wednesday and Friday all at noon Pacific. So we got you covered all week.
We can answer questions.
Put the baby on the buffalo. I've used that, Dan, this week. How about you? Has it made it into your vernacular?
Yeah, dude. I try to work it in whenever I can.
I believe she put her baby on the buffalo. That is the craziest.
I told my grandma the other night, I was like, well, I mean, if you want to put the baby on the buffalo about it, and to her credit, Desiree Van Kirk was like, I've done it before, I'll do it again.
I love her.
She's the best.
I love her.
All right, next one.
All right, I got a headline for y'all. Austin man arrested for stealing Burger King meal from ex-girlfriend. Apparently, he was hiding in the bushes and jumped out as she walked up to her apartment and stole it from her. His name, Irvin Johnson.
No way.
Which is amazing because Magic Johnson wasn't known for steals. He was just known for assists. Like I could see him wanting to give her a meal.
You know what was magic? The way she disappeared on him in his life.
I mean,
dude, he should be arrested for jumping out of the bush.
Owes you? Yeah.
Right.
What do you feel like, they say in any good relationship, you don't keep a tally. And if you've got it down to you still owe me lunch and whatever.
That's why it didn't work. That's why it didn't work.
Didn't work.
That's it. That's so funny. What a great headline. Thank you.
Love it. Next.
Saga.
Thanks.
Saga.
I love it. Saga.
What's the worst comedy condo or lodging situation you've had to deal with on the road? Mine was probably the time we got stuck.
Matt, thank you.
I think there's going to be more to that.
More coming there. But our worst comedy condo, we had a great comedy condo story. There were these two gigantic. We got to the comedy condo in Minneapolis. It was Minneapolis. No, it was Minneapolis. Austin was the New Year's on the millennial. We were there the weekend after the millennium, on the weekend after New Year's Eve 2000.
Okay,
it was one of our first headlining gigs, and we went there, and we noticed on the side table by the bed in the main bedroom there was a millennium only given out on New Year's Eve Jack in the Box plastic head. So that was maybe the saddest thing we've ever seen, knowing that the headliner that night on New Year's Eve just had Jack in the Box and went to bed.
Right. That was bad. But then there was supposedly, we came to a hotel in Minneapolis, in
Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Was it Kevin Cotto told us the story?
Yeah, Kevin.
I think Kevin Cotto told the story of this particular condo or some condo where there's twins. Were they twins?
Yeah, Mac and
they weren't twins. They were a comedy team. They were just two giant fat black dudes who were comics, and they had no good jokes except their opening bit was
one of them would come on stage and had two giant orange airplane things that guide an airplane,
and he would guide the other one to the stage. That was their funniest joke. But apparently at the comedy condo, and it might have been the one in Minneapolis, but they fried up bacon all weekend long. They fried up so much bacon that they didn't have enough paper towels to get the grease out of the bacon. So they used the bed sheets.
Of course.
Comedy condo. Dan, what about you?
It's like Kyle Kinane's joke about when you're in a hotel and you just end up using the towel as a napkin.
Yeah.
Because you just feel yeah. Also, it makes you feel so special that you get to have towel napkins.
Towel napkins.
It's been pretty good for me. I don't think I've had. I've stayed in some wild places on my tour where I was like, "No, we're out of here." One time I was in Florida, believe it or not, and the door didn't work. All you had to do was just push the door open. It was like you were entering a Sears. Like all you do is walk up, push the door.
Like you're entering the back of like a supermarket where the bathroom is, and it's like
those swinging doors. Yes,
those
rubbery mud
giant
flaps.
mud flap.
And they
oh my god,
they couldn't understand why I had a problem with that. They're like, "Well, if it's shut, I'm sure it's fine." I'm like, "Then why do you even put locks on it if it doesn't work?"
Yeah, just open it.
I think they asked me
just
what
be
I wanted
cool.
them to do. Yeah, I think they asked me what I wanted them to do, and I was like, "Fix the door."
Put on a deadbolt.
Give me my money back?
Give me my money back.
That's insane. All right, next.
Hey guys, two quick things. First of all, big fan of the show, and I just wanted to say that as far as the building community aspect goes, I have followed Sarah Dunn, Huddletron, and Stephen Elton Yates, and they all three followed me back, even though my Twitter account is mostly about fantasy football.
I love it.
As far as the post-show hangs, I saw Dan in Boise, Idaho, and we talked briefly, but then he kind of walked away because I think he thought my wife was making fun of him.
Dan, was she
probably
making fun of you?
was. Dan, she probably was.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. That's what was happening, and that's how I reacted. I mean, if we're learning anything today, it's that I have a lot of bad interactions with people after shows, and I hold a grudge about it.
That's right.
If you know anything about Dan, that's what you know. He holds a lot of grudges.
That's how it goes down.
Yeah,
how much fun?
I'm one of the angry guys of comedy.
Oh, yeah.
How much fun is this stereo thing? Thank you to the stereo app for allowing us to do this. This is just a blast that we get a chance to just talk to you, hear whatever grievance you have about Dan from a post-show hang that went awry.
React to your headlines and your dumb stories from your lives.
Most of them seem to be people being mean to me, but that's okay.
Yeah. They've been pretty cool.
He wasn't making fun of you, as he was saying.
Someone came on here and said that they loved Randy on the Oblongs. Didn't say anything to me.
Yeah, well, they like my work better than yours.
All right, here we go.
With the Cleveland Indians changing their names, there's lots of suggestions. If you got to choose the new name, what would it be?
I think, thanks, Elise. I think it would be the Cleveland Steamers because I think that would get a lot of people right in the chest.
Yep, and it'd be classically perfect for the Cleveland Indians because they shit the bed.
All right. Cleveland's been pretty good.
They've been pretty good.
Dan, they almost beat you guys on your way to
Not
victory.
for a rain delay, Dan.
I mean, I'll take an almost.
Mm-hmm. Almost is good. Good enough.
Yeah, I'm fine with the Cleveland being. Maybe that's it. The almosts. Maybe that's.
Yeah, the Cleveland almost.
I mean, because even the Browns last night almost won.
I think they should be
some with rock and roll, right?
I think they should be the Cleveland stepdads. The Cleveland stepdads, because you can't count
How about the Cleveland baselines? Because a baseline is something in rock and roll and in baseball.
That's a good.
The Cleveland baselines.
Let's be honest. We love Cleveland. All jokes aside, I love that club. I love that city.
Yep.
I love every person I've met from Cleveland. I love a lot of people from Ohio. You guys love Ohio State. There's a lot.
Wait, hang on a minute.
Ohio.
Wait.
There's so many good comedy clubs for real though, and Cleveland is wonderful. And you've been a true ambassador for telling people how great they've converted that whole downtown area. You told me for years before I went and played Hilarities how great it is, and it's one of the best clubs in the country. So I hope whatever name they do come up with, like I want it to be great. Like one of those times, sometimes you get a team name and you're like, really? And then others, maybe they grow on you, but then sometimes somebody has one out the gate and you're like, that is a perfect team name. I hope that for Cleveland because one, they deserve it. And two, it'd be cool. I don't know. I have no idea what it'd be. I love the baseline. That's pretty good.
The baselines are great. I mean, the Rockers, Cleveland Rockers would be great.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I could see that being pretty, because the thing is like right now that feels a little like hokey, but if they had been named the Rockers in 1991, by now that would be such a cool, like that's going to be a name that would eventually feel like cool.
Because if you hit the ball hard, we played baseball.
You rocked
the ball.
Yeah, you
right.
rocked
That's another great call.
All right. Do we need to get on the phone with Cleveland? Here we go. Next voice.
Hey guys, me again with a second story. I've hung out with all three of you guys in bars. This is something we might do. As you might know, in the UK during COVID, alcohol is only served in a restaurant or a pub if you're getting a substantial meal with it during lockdown.
Yeah.
So this clever guy ordered 63 pints, 12 spumantes, which I think is like a champagne type drink. And his substantial meal of 1 Scotch egg, that horrible boiled egg, deep fried thing they have over in the UK. Guys, is this a good thing?
Is it a good thing? I think it's a great thing. By the way, you don't know how much that Scotch egg can probably soak up, I would say, 4 spumantes
and 35
of those pints.
The rest of them he's going to have to drink on his own. But I don't think that qualifies as a substantial meal. Dan?
Yeah, no, not at all. But I will say this. First of all, there's a show I could recommend that'll dovetail into what I'm about to say on Hulu called like The Eater's Guide to Eating in the World or something like that. But it's very cool. The first episode, it's all narrated by Maya Rudolph. The first episode all takes place in and around Portland, and it's all about dining alone. And I didn't know that was a law until I saw that show, that you have to serve food at every establishment that serves alcohol, which is why every strip club also, and most of them are their most popular bars, and some of them are the most popular eateries. But to me, that law kind of makes, like, it leads to so much more. Like, that's why you're like, no, we're going there for the steak bites. Trust me, it's really good. Like, I think it's such a kind of a cool law. Like, I actually like it. It's a little pointless, but I like it.
Nice. Next.
As an Eagles fan, I love Carson Wentz and don't want to see him leave the team. But how would you feel if he was on the Bears with Nick Foles? Interesting.
I mean, Nick Foles that's a great question. Nick Foles was the best name to say as a Philly fan because you could swallow.
Throw the ball to Nick Foles.
Nick Foles throws the ball.
They'll throw it back to Nick Foles. Foles. He's from Terry Hill.
To rebuild that team, the Super Bowl winning.
Yeah, just
I don't think you want Carson Wentz, but Jalen Hurts definitely took that job over.
Yep.
But I love that we got like an Irishman who's a big Eagles fan.
Is he Scottish? I think he's Irish.
The dog posing as a lion was a Tibetan Mastiff.
Tibetan Mastiff posing a lion. Thank you, Elise.
I'm going to look up what a Tibetan Mastiff is.
Hey guys, great show. I love to listen. I'm just curious for the Sklar brothers, when are you going to upload a full Okendo quest to YouTube? And if you were to make an Okendo quest for another athlete in 2020, who would it be? Thanks.
Oh my God, great question. We're going to work on that.
Good.
We're
going to keep adding.
We'll add the clips of that, and
maybe
keep
adding clips. I would love to.
We're going to add the Okendo to
By the way, I'm just going to say this. We will. Thank you so much. By the way, a Tibetan Mastiff does kind of look like a lion.
Not at all, dude.
No,
not at all.
Yep, looks like a lion.
Stop.
It looks like a lion and a bear had sex.
Right.
Who would we do it for now? Who's the athlete of the current day? You could do one for Lenny Webster, who was like the best pinch hitter of all time. But like of the current day,
I would do
Danny Amendola, Devin Hester, Danny Amendola. You could do one for him. I mean, is there a basketball equivalent right now, like in the league, a sort of Swiss Army knife? You could do JJ Barea and like have him just in the kids section of the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Wait, a good one for basketball is Ron Harper.
The
guy won like 9 championships. Yeah. There's no way he's not a role player on all those teams being part of their success.
That's right. Robert Ory. Big Shot Bob.
Robert, there you go.
Thank you.
That's a great one. Next.
Well, now, why would you need to replace me? It's a Wonderful Life is fine as it is.
Thank you. Jeez, Monotone Charlie. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
Pretty good, Jimmy Stewart.
Charlie.
No, that's pretty good. Good. That's not right. That's pretty good.
I am indeed holding the banana pillow. I have to have it with me.
Good girl. At all times. Don't slip on it.
I have a quick question here. What's the most dirtiest joke you've ever told that got a lot of laughs? Most dirtiest joke ever.
What's the dirtiest joke? The dirtiest joke we ever told that got a lot of laughs. Dan, what do you got? We're not dirty comics. We're not really dirty comics.
I still have this bit about like I don't understand like why we. Like the whole process of circumcision, not why we do it, but I used to do this bit about like we just allow people that are like doctors, like, you just delivered a baby. Do you mind performing plastic surgery on my son's brand new penis?
Yeah.
And then it would get like a little dirty and it would get a good laugh, but I never like fully figured it out. But when it went well, it was always super fun because it was just kind of like weird and out there. And then, out of context.
We did a thing. That is a good. We did a story at the Risco Kevin Allison show. I told a story about a golden shower or something like that. That I couldn't do it because I was too Jewish about it. Like, I was like, how's the pressure? Like, you never want to be like checking in on someone while you're doing that. That's probably the dirtiest thing we've ever done, but that's a funny one. Next.
Hey guys, I love the Florida Man birthday idea. So I looked up my own Florida Man birthdays, and I think I just hit the jackpot. There's 3 awesome headlines here. One is half nude Florida man wearing underwear marked breathalyzer blow here. The second is, I hope you catch corona. Florida man coughs at deputies while being arrested. And then the third one is Florida man arrested outside Olive Garden after eating pasta belligerently. I'd love to hear your take on how somebody eats pasta belligerently.
Well, if you would love to hear it, we did that story.
Yes, we did. He sat on the ground.
Story. If I had to guess, it was probably like summer of 2018.
Yeah.
We did that story.
That was a great one where he just sat on the ground outside there and belligerently ate. I mean, you stab it with a fork. You twist hard on that spaghetti. You twist the knife into it.
Yeah, and you like cussed out the bowl.
Also, watch out. Although I will say this, Dan, when's the last time you had a really good spaghetti and meatballs?
Ooh, it wasn't too long ago, actually. I don't remember. I mean, now I guess when is time? I guess now that I think about it, it was a long time ago. But recently I got some Cheesecake Factory to go, and I got their 5-cheese penne pasta. And I'm telling you, man, that and some brown bread with a little bit of rosé. I had a perfect night.
Dan, that's a night. Dan, your basic nothing belligerent about that. Your basic bitch is showing, coming out.
I don't know how often it's ever hidden.
All right, next one.
Quick question for Jason the Scalar. Do you have a twin brother by any chance? Because now that I think about it, you sound like familiar. Do you actually have a twin brother? Yes or no?
Tell him no. Say no. Say no. Say you do not.
Well, Jason Skylar does not have a twin brother, but Jason Sklar does, and his name is Randy Sklar. And I'm right here. We're both. That's a great call. Great question. Thank you.
Quick question. How drunk was that guy who took a crap right in the photo booth? And what the fuck do you take a crap in a photo booth for? I mean, really? Damn, I mean, are you that lazy or that just stupid or that drunk? You had to be so drunk. I mean, you couldn't tell the photo booth was actually a photo booth.
I think he was lost. Yeah, I think he was lost, and he couldn't control himself. He couldn't control himself, and he had to get it out.
And in my mind, I thought he was going to go in like a potted plant. So that's an upgrade to find a place with a curtain and a little bit of privacy in an empty mall.
That's great. And maybe it wasn't drunk at all. It seemed like a calculated move. Exactly. It feels like
more like dumb people brown.
That's Derek Lipkin. Derek Lipkin. I love it. Derek Lipkin is the new Rizzoli.
Yeah.
Oops. Shit.
Hey guys, so I guess my follow-up, my question would be, I'm right in assuming I should never go back to that mall, correct?
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, they have photo evidence of what you did in 4 different photos. And people think you were drunk. So maybe, I don't know. I don't think maybe go. Here's the deal. Go to the bathroom before you go out. Or you can never return anything to that mall. No, you can't. You definitely can't become the mall Santa. You know that much. Well, maybe you can become the mall Santa.
Mm-hmm. All right. If a dude sells crack at Christmas and he gets arrested for it, I mean, yeah, that's not right. But yeah, isn't it called Christmas crack?
Yeah, sure. I think so. Next.
Hey guys, thank you for the great show on Saturday night. It was very enjoyable, even if I was exhausted. Anyway, I have a headline for you here.
Nice.
Dublin port sealed off in major security alert as Soviet mortar launcher discovered in a van. So basically a woman decided to bring a Soviet-era mortar launcher into Ireland through Dublin Port in a van, and they were stopped. It was decommissioned, so they were stopped at 1 a.m. and at 5:30 a.m. they were told that it was decommissioned and there was no ammunition. She was apparently bringing it into a collector in Northern Ireland who had ordered it from Russia.
And that collector was Dolph Lundgren. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah Dunn. First of all, we love you. You're our Irish connection. And second of all, yeah, that is crazy. Like, how much did she think she was getting away with it at 3 a.m, Dan?
Yeah, that's the weirdest part to me. That's like, when should we deliver this? I don't know, sometime after midnight before the sun comes up. Perfect.
Yeah, definitely to keep it not suspicious. Let's deliver it.
Not suspicious at all. Yes, let's bring heavy weaponry through a border in the middle of the night. That's the time they want you to bring it in.
That's just smart. That's just smart. That's good, especially these days. These days, also, want to let everyone know. Oh, good. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was going to say to you really quick, how long do you think it would take any of the three of us to find where on the internet you could buy artillery?
Like old Russian artillery?
To your house? Yes. I feel like it would take me a long time. Or
I feel like
2 minutes.
I bet you could get some at a Cracker Barrel if you just drove. We're on the Stereo app, and we're gonna have to end this little session in a few minutes. We're gonna try to get to everyone, but if we didn't get to you, tune in tomorrow at noon. Randy and I will be doing Scalar Country, the virus edition. We'll be talking about the pandemic and other things, and of course, taking your questions, interacting, and then we're going to be back on this on Thursday with Dan at 12 noon. All these are at 12 noon Pacific, and then Friday at 12 noon. Let's do a couple more before we get out of here. I am loving this Stereo app. Thank you for letting us do it. It's super fun to talk to you guys and to riff.
I just wanted to say this was a really cool thing. Obviously, y'all are aware this was my first one, and it was a lot of fun, and random stream of consciousness comments that I made. At least y'all figured out what I meant. I appreciate it. And thanks so much. And I'll see y'all at DPT Live next month. I already got my ticket.
Tam, you're the best. I love that we came to Tam through our Ben Glebe and SDSC, Steve Hostetter's show. So great. And then she started coming to our shows and coming to the hangs, which is great. Creative background, Zoom background, Tam. She always has a joke in her Zoom background, which I love. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right.
Hey guys, it's Gemma from the Channel Islands in Jersey. Just wondering if you're ever going to come to the UK to do live tours once you're allowed to travel, and then I can finally get to see you guys live.
That would be awesome. We would love that. Yes,
I will be there. I will be there within the next year and a half when we get our world back. I was supposed to be in Europe this past October, but for personal reasons and global, I wasn't able to do it. So I will be there probably within a year and a half.
We'll be there. We'd love to do maybe the Soho Theater, do a live Dumb People Town. Would be so much fun and be so cool. Grab some big British guests, buddies of ours over there. It could be really, really fun. Thank you. Great question. And we will be there. Keep following us and you'll hear it. It's a goal of ours.
Hey guys, can we get layers or back on tops anywhere? I'm having trouble finding it in an organized place.
So Back on Top season 2 is on YouTube. We're trying to get some clips up on our stuff on our YouTube page, as well as we'll throw some clips onto our Instagram page. But yeah, that shows will have its own YouTube. And Layers is not. Where is Layers, man? I think we have to find it. And
it's on a Russian weaponry site. It's next to the mortars.
All right, one more. Let's do one or two more, and then we got to get out of here. But come back on Wednesday. Come back tomorrow and see us. This is too freaking fun. Here we go.
Randy and Jason Scalar, hello. It's your buddy Kai, also known as Chia, just reminding you to make sure to write the script for the Mel Brooks story where both of you star as Mel Brooks.
We met Mel Brooks. By the way, a more talented artist, and he's such a great musician. He was in the band Flip in Minneapolis, a big band in the 90s, early 2000s, along with our buddies. People to check out Kai Aaron's artwork. Amazing stuff. He's our buddy. He's Jeff Ross's buddy. He's a director. He's done great stuff. Thank you. That would be great. You can direct it. We met Mel Brooks in Minneapolis. We met him after his show. We got taken back there by a guy who moderated Blazing Saddles, screening and Q&A with him afterwards. And it was one of our greatest moments ever. Yeah, that was definitely like one of those, like, I can't believe we're meeting this legend moment. It was really beautiful. All right, well, last one.
Greenlee has a story. 2 women were charged with...
Oh, we got to finish it. Hopefully.
And that's kind of the perfect opposite.
Hey, what's up? Love the show. This is Cliff from Minnesota. I just got to ask, when are you Sklar brothers going to upload the Jose Oquendo quest on YouTube? Also, if you could do an Oquendo quest on an athlete from 2020, who would it be? Thanks.
So I think we got that one already. So I'm going to play one more and we
Greenlee has a story again.
Okay, come on.
Now you know that there's at least 2 people from Ireland that listen to the amazing podcast you guys do. Would you consider coming over here once you guys start touring again? I can't offer much by way of accommodation, but I can certainly buy a couple of pints.
Oh, I love it. Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll try and get asked to be part of the Kilkenny Comedy Festival, and we can do stand-up and do live Dumb People Town and a bunch of fun stuff like that. That's not too far for you, is it? I hope not. Let's make plans for that. Maybe a year from June. All right, so that we're going to wrap it there. I hate that there's still callers on the line that we have to cut off. All that means is you got to come back on Thursday if you want to talk to all 3 of us.
Come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow at noon. Keep coming back all week. We got what you're going to do every day at noon Pacific all week long. Tune in for a few minutes, tune in for the whole time. We've actually grown throughout the show, which I love, Dan. Like, this is a really fun show. It lets us spread our wings, tell stories, riff. And I love doing this with you, my brother.
Same here, my man. Love you, dudes.
Love you too, man. And we'll talk with Dan on Thursday at noon. We'll talk me and Randy tomorrow at noon. Live Sklar Country.
But right now, oh shit, we gotta get back to work.
Bye, guys.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down. It's Dumb People Town.
Starburns Audio, a podcast network.